Aside, the online global phenomenon that showcased harmony in diversity on the resort island of Langkawi now travels to the scenic Malaysian state of Perak. With an all-new group of first-time visitors from around the world, 5 strangers brought together to see if they can set their differences aside as they share new challenges and adventures in some of Malaysia's most magnificent and diverse landscapes. Challenging the wild, each other, and themselves. The first time was legendary. This time, it's wild. Differences aside, Perak wild.
I found it quite interesting because I got to learn quite a lot about this village. Despite it being quite small, there's a lot of history to it, and it's quite young, if I remember correctly, because I thought this would be like, a much older village, but it's fairly recent, I think.
The chief, he's really nice. They use the things that the environment they provide and to make different kind of things like instrument.
We got to ask him some questions about the village and how long it had been here. And we learned that these guys moved here about 36 years ago.
I remember the little saying he had that, spirits are, or ghosts are like the spirits of people, and you can be a good ghost or a bad ghost, but depending on what you do. I found that like quite short but meaningful.
I don't normally listen to ghost stories.
Ada tak kisah seram, like hantu ke apa ke dekat kampung ni?
If it's like really personal that is happening to the chief, yeah, I really want to hear that.
Hantu tak ada lah. Orang jadi hantu lah.
Macam saya ni tak ada.
Tak ada lah.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed in that because I thought like it's gonna be a spooky night. It's gonna be interesting because there's something new that is happening.
I didn't get to sleep good last night because I didn't get my brain to stop working.
I slept really well. I slept so well. It was really comfortable, more comfortable than the bamboo actually, which is surprising.
It was actually very funny. We went down there, the roads were slippery and we just tried to not fall down and...
Great! You rolled down!
All the girls managed this like pros, and Seth and me, yeah, we tried our best.
I can't believe we made the bamboo as the bamboo boat maker. It was interesting.
We were taught by some of the local villagers how to make a bamboo raft. So we were sewing it together with rattan. These rafts last for 2 or 3 months, which is pretty cool. So they only have to make them a couple of times a year.
Semua kita ni pakai gesek je. Gesek dia pecah dia punya tu.
Gesek guna apa?
Tali macam papan.
Just the use of bamboo as well. There's so many uses for it. You can cook with it, you can paddle with it, you can be buoyant on top of the water with it. And it was great learning from the villagers.
I didn't get to help out as much as I wanted to with the tying up of the raft itself, but I did have a lot of fun actually rowing the raft and trying to figure out how to coordinate and balance on it at the same time. I think people by now know I'm not very good at balancing and I keep hobbling left and right. But after feeling the water and how hot it was, I actually was tempted to capsize it a few times.
This was the first time we got in touch with water. The rafting itself was also quite cool, so it was quite like a switch for me. There the adventure started. I just thought, please, I do not want to fall into the water. The girls did such a great job, and me and Seth, we yeah, we just wanted to keep up.
To be honest, to step on it, I'm a little bit worried because I thought 90% we're gonna fall.
I kind of felt like me, M, and Aggie, we could make a really great team. One is navigator, which is M. The second one is like the one with the stronger muscle, I guess, which is Aggie. And I'm just doing documentation with a selfie. Well, I think it's gonna be more fun if Seth and Larry join in as well. But of course, the bamboo rafting doesn't accommodate, like the weight. But it would be fun. The more is the merrier.
One of the reasons when I first came here is I didn't have that mindset of, this is a trip because I'm still in KL. I didn't really move anywhere. Maybe after spending a night actually in a forest without technology and then waking up, the first thing I did when I wake up wasn't check my phone. As I got up, I went to wash my face because everything just felt sticky.
Seth is really growing because yesterday he was like, oh, all I can do is boil water and cook eggs, and now he's been able to see that he can cook chicken and rice and do all those sorts of things.
Having this new environment then just switches the mindset. Now I feel a bit more in tune, I guess, with what's actually happening.
I'm very surprised from the beginning to now we don't have any argument and there's nobody like, oh, you should do this or you should do that. We're just very, very chill and easygoing.
In Germany, when we moved into the camper, we took a lot of time to prepare for our travel. Here I just got thrown into everything and yeah.
I think it's very important to disconnect as like a reset, just remind yourself to be more well balanced, I suppose, or remind yourself what other things about yourself there are excluding the internet. 2 years went by like that for me, and then this last 3 days have felt like forever, which is a good thing.
I think balance for everyone is different. Something that could channel whatever I wanted to create and channel my energy as well. And I think that's like a good balance for me because I feel like I'm not like old and rested, but I still have this amount of passion and energy.
Even when it started raining and there was nothing else for us to do and we couldn't just pick up our phones, we sat around the table, we talked. It's exactly what I needed to just slow down, just stop the freight train.
Don't put it on my face, please.
Great day!
So, I feel uncomfortable in closed spaces, so I'm not sure if it's like a real thing or it's just paranoia.
Maybe we will just get dry and wet.
Dry and wet. Okay.
Afraid it's dark. Alright guys, have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
been living in the moment, and I don't live in my head. I'm in the present, I'm feeling things, I'm enjoying having a laugh, you know, trying new different techniques to crawl in a cave because my knees can't handle this gravel.
Hey guys!
Usually when I am claustrophobic, I'm in my head. I'm thinking like, okay, what if the walls cave in? What happens if I get stuck? Blah, blah, blah. And all these hypotheticals happen.
And the expedition is begin.
Olivia was quite afraid.
Oh my god!
She told me that she feared to get injured.
Was I worried about the cave? I don't think so. I have like no anxiety or anything at all. But as soon as we got into the sliding point and I see like that big hole right there, I got like this feeling that I don't know how to actually explain. I was silent for the whole time. So we got a choice, right? We have like to slide on the other side, which is like the ayam thingy and the hole.
Olivia, when she slide down and to challenge herself, I just feel so proud of her. She got down.
The sliding down part, okay. Why did I get on here? Like, you know, the moment you just snap back into the other mindset, it was too late. I was really slipping down, so I just went with it.
Seth, he really challenged himself because he's a little bit, I can see he's a little bit afraid of darkness and he never been there before.
During the whole time, I was looking back, you know, like whether he's okay, trying to make sure. But he's actually like doing very well, you know, like even better than any of us.
Great! I did something I thought I would never do, like go down a steep hill, slide down. Everything went well, I enjoyed it.
Throughout the whole caving experience, I just did it. I was like, okay, I'm going to try to find my way through this, have some fun at it, and see what happens.
I think we worked together pretty well. I had Larry ahead of me, and he's such a gentleman. He would make sure that I got down safely at each point, and it was much less scary than I thought when I first saw the cliff face.
Em and Larry, they are brave. They can handle anything, I feel like. No matter we go up to a mountain or go down to the ocean, they'll just be so calm. Hey, okay, let's try.
After going down the hole, a new world appeared. So there were all stones around us and really, really white and beautiful, and there was water everywhere and a lot of shining and sparkling.
I kept noticing when things looked like coral. And then I was chatting to the guide about, you know, obviously the caves are extremely ancient, they're 200 million years old, and chatting about how obviously the sea had formed a lot of the shapes, particularly lower where the river was. It was also really interesting to see that not only was there sandstone, but there was granite as well. So I found, you know, just like them predating everything and going, well, the sandstone's ancient, the granite's even more ancient, and it just kind of makes you feel really insignificant. We're just this speck in time, and this cave has been here for such a long time and has seen so much history. When I heard we were rafting, I was like, guys, this is gonna be amazing. Like, this is so good. So everything's going along really well until it didn't.
Just lay flat. Em, just lay flat. Lay flat on your back.
Oh, damn it.
Ready to eat?
Part of from the beginning and now, because I always looking for the, sorry? Yeah, it's just one dog. Come on.